Make it -11 at the airport at 6:35. Good morning, everyone. City councilors are now officially not allowed to possess alcohol inside City Hall. They're also banned now officially from being impaired on the job. Calling it unnecessary, Calgary City Council went ahead anyway and made the rules official. The policies essentially mirror rules that are already in place for all city employees. The new policy passing not in a unanimous move, but in a vote of 10-4. This comes, by the way, after allegations of council members getting, quote, blottoed at community events. Under the new rules, councillors are allowed to have a drink while at special events outside of City Hall, but councillors are not allowed to get drunk. To keep council in line, an integrity commissioner will soon be hired. The commissioner will be independent of City Council. The commissioner will also investigate any future allegations of misconduct by elected officials, and it will report back to City Hall.
I worked hard over the course of the last few years to bring in a code of conduct for council, to bring in disclosure rules and so on. And this is kind of the last step to that, which is how do we then manage the process when people have complaints against members of council?
If you've got issues that can't be resolved by any other means, you need to find out a way to solve them. And if an integrity commission is what is going to be required, so be it.
The goal is to have the integrity commissioner hired by the summer. Search teams will try again today to reach the snow where a missing search and rescue technician is believed to be buried in Banff National Park. So whereabouts of Sergeant Mark Celeste remains a mystery still this morning, despite the first window of good weather opening up in the area where he was swept away by an avalanche last week. Crews with their dog teams were finally able to set foot on the Polar Circus ice climbing route in Banff National Park yesterday, but after about 2.5 hours, the search was called off because of a threat of future snowslides. Celeste is a Canadian Forces technician based out of Winnipeg. Calgary police are looking for a woman this morning. 52-year-old Patricia Martha Overez was last seen in the southeast community of Chaparral on the 29th of January. There are no indications of foul play, but Patricia's family and friends are worried about her. Her family says it is totally out of character for her to simply just disappear. It's now 6:37. Both government forces and Russian-backed rebels are trying to make gains in eastern Ukraine ahead of tomorrow's high-level peace talks in Belarus. A volunteer battalion says it's captured several villages, pushing rebels closer to the border with Russia. But a rebel military spokesperson says the rebels are not retreating. The fighting comes, by the way, amid renewed efforts by Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel to work out a peaceful solution to the conflict that has killed 5,300 people since April. Angela Merkel meeting with Prime Minister Harper last night in Ottawa. Harper saying Canada will proceed cautiously, but he says Canada will look at all options when it comes to the crisis in Ukraine.
We both support, obviously, strongly the territorial integrity of Ukraine, and our position is clear that we will never, notwithstanding, no matter how long it takes, notwithstanding what methods are used, Canada will never accept the illegal occupation of Ukrainian territory by Russia.
Angela Merkel says the conflict between Russia and Ukraine cannot be solved by military means, something Harper says he hopes Russian President Vladimir Putin can demonstrate by seeking an end to the violence by accepting a diplomatic solution.